Hey guys, we're about to play round 5 of the Magic Origins Limited Champs qualifiers. Fortunately, we can't qualify this time around, but if we win this round, we win 8 packs. If we lose this round, we get nothing. So it's a very all or nothing round. Our deck is strong. It's had some struggles, but it's very weak against board clearing, as most decks are, but especially against the effects like Chandra's Rage and Eyeblight Massacre. Is it Massacre? Yeah, that's what it is. I always mix up Eyeblight Ending and Eyeblight Massacre. So we're here in round 3 now. Looking to win and finish in the prizes. You'd think Hangerback Walker, Jace, and Pia and Kiran Nalaar could do that for us. So I think we've got a good chance. I'm not sure if our opponent's here. The last round did take a while. So I'm just going to go ahead and pause until he comes back. All right, our opponent is here, and we have a very good hand that we're going to keep. Our opponent has mulliganed once, so that puts us at a good advantage. We do get to go turn 2 Jace, turn 3 Thopter Engineer, which is pretty powerful start. We've got Seismic Elemental on the top and a Claustrophobia to deal with a problem creature. So we play our foil Jace, who, no matter what, means we at least break even on this draft, and so that's good. Right, Valoran Wardens is kind of a problem, but our Thopter Engineer can block it all day, and Jace actually can too if we want. I may actually leave him back for that purpose, just in case, if he has 2 removal spells, he can't get through with the thing. Although we can just put Claustrophobia on it after that, so... Actually, I'm just going to use Jace's ability. Probably should have done it before I played a land, but... Okay. I'm going to discard a mountain. Then I'm going to play Thopter Engineer. And swing for 1. Opponent does have green, which means we have to be on the lookout for stuff that just nukes our artifacts. We will block with our Thopter Engineer. If he has a trick, that's an okay trade with me. And if he doesn't, it just bounces off our Engineer. Okay, blue-green, alright. Okay, Aspiring Aeronaut. He's got his own Thopters in the sky now. Sadly enough, that 1-2 kind of dominates the skies right now. Probably shouldn't be the case. We will use Jace's ability. And we'll discard... Well, we do want to get to 5 lands eventually, but... Oh, we have 5 anyway if we discard a mountain. My bad. Okay, so... Kind of leaning towards just passing the turn. Let's just keep up negate. We'll take 1 next turn. But we can follow up with Seismic Elemental in a little while. I'm not worried enough about any of these to use Claustrophobia just yet, so we're just going to end the turn. Or Lightning Javelin, for that matter. Maybe Javelin on the Wardens would have been a good idea, actually. Yep, alright. I will block here, and I think I'll trade here. I'll take 1. Alright. Our opponent tanking. Yeah, Lightning Javelin and Claustrophobia are both pretty nice to have right now. As is that. I think that's what I play because it combos pretty well with Seismic Elemental and with our removal later, and I can leave up things. Oh, I should have drawn a freaking card first. Yeah, well, we're going to do it now. And we will discard that island. Luckily, we weren't about to draw anything amazing. Yeah, might as well swing with my Thopter Engineer, right? Why not? Okay, he's going to have to discard. I'm glad we killed his Thopter. I don't want to use negate on that. It's just netting him 1 card. So He discarded a Scob Goliath. That's interesting. That would be a pretty big problem for us, although we do have claustrophobia, I guess. He may have another one in his hand, which is pretty frightening to imagine, but seems entirely possible. Just outside the range of Lightning Javelin, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll take one, and we're going to play Seismic Elemental this turn and just bash our opponent with everything and draw ourselves our card. Yeah, Artificer's Epiphany is nice. We don't have any. We just drew our own, but we don't have any artifacts either. So we go Seismic Elemental. I think I leave Jace back now for various reasons. Mostly because I can block there and then chump block there if I feel like it. It wouldn't have changed my move this turn at all, I don't think, if I'd... Alright. That draws us Dragon Fodder, which also works pretty well with our Jessian Thief. And I'll end the turn there. I may use Claustrophobia on Dwinin if things get ugly, and they could. Certainly. I didn't get any Alchemist Files, it's a little sad. Timber Pack Wolf, okay. Yeah, just swing for one in the air, makes sense. And we will draw a card. And we will... I might discard Dragon Fodder, although it is like our only creature right now. So yeah, I'll discard the mountain. And we drew another mountain, and we can flip Jace now, but we have nothing good in our graveyard to get back. But Jace does create problems once he's flipped for our opponent. I can Claustrophobia Dwinin, make this a 2/4. And also just Dragon Fodder. Make it a 2/4, and I guess we should draw a card first, and then figure out what we want to do. Draw a card and flip our Jace. Okay, Deep Sea Serpent's going to be active relatively soon, so do we want 6 mana this turn? I guess now I'm willing to discard Dragon Fodder, actually. So that puts us at 6 lands, and we have Lightning Javelin, which is nice. Our opponent's at 4 cards, though. I don't really want to use it on anything yet. We're gonna do this and swing with our Seismic Elemental. I'm going to play the Deep Sea dude this turn, I think I've decided. Alright, triple block, huh? That works pretty well for him. I think we want to kill Dwinin the most, because we can't kill it any other way, so... I mean, we could Claustrophobia it, but... So, well, and then we can do Lightning Javelin to finish that off if we want to. But we'll see. Just do this damage. I could Javelin now and still have Claustrophobia up and Negate up until next turn. Yeah, I think I will. Also gives us something to get back with Jace next turn if we want to. And I will put that on top. And I'll end my turn. That'll get us an artifact in play when we play that, so I'll probably just play the Thopter thingy next turn, especially since our opponent doesn't have a flyer right now. And then have mana for Artificer's Epiphany, etc. We'll take one in the air. Okay, so we go Gear per Gearcrafter. We're not going to play the Javelin this turn. We're going to shrink the water courser because it can actually do some serious damage if one lets it. And we're just going to attack with our Thopter. And so we have Artificer's Epiphany and Negate up if it ends up being a thing. Like, this opponent probably has Jiraga Invocation, which is pretty ugly. That's also pretty ugly, to be honest. So I'm going to use Negate now. Right, so it leaves him with no good attacks, which is what we want. Okay, Ramroller is pretty great right now, actually. I think we play him. Although our Deep Sea guy can start swinging soon. But I like keeping up Artificer's Epiphany for now, so we'll play Ramroller, who has haste right now. And we'll attack with our Ramroller, who can trade with the Water Courser if that's what our opponent wants to do. Our opponent can block and pump his Water Courser and kill our Ramroller. Or he can do that. I think I'd rather kill the Water Courser. Probably should have shrunk one of them before I attacked, but I can also just do this. And end our turn. Keep up Artificer's Epiphany, and then we'll probably eventually play our big Deep Sea guy. It'd be nice to get Stratus Walk with him. Alright, I am glad we held on to Claustrophobia, you guys, because that's a big problem. You have to be more selective with removal and sealed, because you just don't have as much, so you really need to save it for the big stuff. So now we go Artificer's Epiphany, which, yeah, we miss a Prowess trigger, but, ooh, that's nice. That was a nice draw. That was even better. All right, well, Deep Sea Kraken plus Whirler Rogue is pretty disgusting. But we're going to go Claustrophobia on the Outland Colossus. Okay. We can get back Lightning Javelin and kill something now, but I think we hold on to that. We keep that ace in the hole. I mean, we can swing a Jessian Thief right now and cause him all kinds of problems. I think I swing with the Thief and the Gear Crafter. Alright, we get to draw a card. Well, that was nice. That was a nice draw. We can't play Whirler Rogue because we had to use double blue on Claustrophobia. The question is whether we want Pia and Kiran Nelar. I think we play them first. And do that. And end our turn. So we have the ultimate soon. But I don't know how good it is in this format. If I get it to 10, I might do it. Especially, but chances are we'll need to get our Lightning Javelin back at one point or another. Chances are, anyway. Although the -2 right now is making it so we can get through the air with our Thopters. So, Sphinx's Tutelage. Okay, so he's going to try to mill us out. All right. So I think we just, what happens right now if we Lightning Javelin? We swing for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can Lightning Javelin him, actually, which isn't a bad idea. I think I just play Whirler Rogue, which gives us even more Thopters, who can attack right away. And we're going to +1. And now we're going to go Hangerback Walker. which is pretty nuts. I'm sure our opponent's like, are you serious right now? So he's going to make P and Curon Noir unable to attack. Okay. And we will just swing with everything that can swing. Alright, we get to draw another card. We already did this, right? Yes. And we'll end our turn. Leaf Gilder. Guardians of Meletis. So our opponent is dead. We got a pretty nut hand there, so it was bound to happen, I guess, as crazy as things were. So yeah, we'll just swing with our Thopters. Yeah, that's fine. He can block one of them, and we can just throw that one at his face. Or get back Lightning Javelin. We have a lot of options, so I think attacking with those 5 is fine. So we'll go like that and like this. And hit him for lethal. Oh, it would have been lethal anyway. I thought I only had 4. Alright, so that was a pretty overpowering game. That's definitely the most... Our deck's fired on all cylinders in that game, more than it has in any other game. Do we want anything special against this opponent? I don't think so. I think I'm happy with our deck as it is. I mean, maybe Cobble Brute's not great against this opponent, but what would I put in instead? So, Cobble Brute's always good with if you can give it flying or make it unblockable, and we do have cards that can do either one of those, so I'm okay with that. I'm sure our opponent has some enchantment hate in his sideboard. I'm sure he had some in his sealed pool, although, did we? Doesn't really look like we did. But, okay, this is an interesting hand, and I think it's a keep. We have the artifact to turn on Artificer's Epiphany and make it even better, and now we have Jesse's Thief too. Let's make that smaller, so that's pretty good. Opponent has a 2-drop though, and an Elvish Visionary. So we end our turn. We don't have the other artifact to make our Ram Roller like really formidable, but alright, tutelage really early this time is not great news for us. Draw on a Maritime Guard in turn 3 is always a lot of fun. I think I'm going to play the Thief first. It can perhaps draw us some cards. So we get milled. Hit our Whirler Rogue in a mountain. That's pretty brutal for us. And there's this Aspiring Aeronaut. Alright, so Lightning Javelin has appeared. So if I Javelin something... Yeah, I'm going to Lightning Javelin the Aeronaut. And I'll put that on the bottom. And now I can swing with the Thief, and he can chump it, but not much else. Alright, I'm okay with that. In the turn... Kind of waiting for a turn where I can play Ram Roller and Artificer's Epiphany for the benefit of our Thief. Ooh, now I wish I'd held on to the removal. Okay. We play our Gear Crafter. And we play our Maritime Guard. And we end the turn. I would probably double block the Disciple with the Gearcrafter and the Maritime Guard. Considering it anyway. Ooh, God, there's 2 of them now. Now I don't know. Now I don't know if I would. Okay, he's not on the attack, which is okay with me. So we're gonna play Ram Roller now. And we're just going to attack into our opponent. Oh yeah, it doesn't have haste. I was thinking it did. Would have been nice. It's had haste most of the time when I've played it. So, all right, Thopter trade. I am fine with that. And we'll end the turn. We do need to not get milled here. Is there Sea Serpent in there? Because he'd be pretty nice, despite getting milled. Okay, Water Courser. Seismic Elemental would be pretty sweet. And we are going to Artificer's Epiphany at the end of our opponent's turn. Alright, that's pretty great. And that's even better. We don't have an artifact now to like really get the money out that we want out of Ramroller. And we don't have the mana to quite do anything about that. But we do have Seismic Elemental, who will make it so we draw a card and hit our opponent. I'm probably not going to swing with the guard. Maybe I will. Yeah, what the hell. Alright, that is nice to see. Between Fiery Conclusion and our Claustrophobia, we can kind of deal with things now. We may get milled out before then. Our opponent's at 14 life, and we're at 13 cards, so it's not a bad place to be. Okay, Stratus Walk, alright. I accept that. It does mill us some more, though. And he can start... okay, good. Well, not good, actually. It's kind of annoying for our situation, since he's got that Sphinx's Revelation in play. All right. I can save Fiery Conclusion to be... yeah, but it doesn't really matter, so... we're going to kill Farika's Disciple and sacrifice that. Our Maritime Guard. Okay, that's a pretty nice draw. So we play Pia and Kiran Nalar, which can help us burn out our opponent. And then I think I play Claustrophobia on his Farika's Disciple. Just keep the pressure coming. And attack with everything. He may want to let us draw cards. It may help him mill us, I guess. But he does take 8 there, which is pretty painful. And there's Jace. Okay. So if our opponent can't mill us, we just are going to win here. If he can't mill us to death. He did just put us at 7 cards. But chances are he's done. Between Pia's ability to throw these artifacts at my opponent and the damage we can swing for. Okay. So he has 3 blockers and he's tapped out. Okay, negate doesn't do us a whole lot of good right now, but it is a thing. So we just swing with everything. He has 3 blockers, right? Yeah, and we can hit him for 4 just with the artifacts. So this should be lethal. Alright, so we go choose target creature or player, choose you, sacrifice, and sacrifice an artifact. I choose you, sacrifice. And our opponent takes lethal. All right, so we went 3 and 2 with our pretty high-powered deck. It would have been nice to do a little bit better, but we do get 8 packs, and we not drafted, but opened some money and Jace and Hangerback Walkers. So that's pretty nice. So we finished in the prizes. I would have been pretty disappointed if this deck couldn't do it as strong as it is. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm kind of thinking about doing another one since I win 8 packs for this, which will basically pay for another one, more than another one. But I just don't know if I'll have the time. So this might be the only sealed in Origins you see for a while, maybe ever. I'll probably try to do sealed once for every set, though. I didn't do it for Dragons. I should have, but it is nice to do a different format now and again. Anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.